Hi everyone, welcome to SPED 772 and your instructor insights for week 4. So this week is all about collaboration with students. So we're going to be looking at the various ways to team with students to improve their classroom experiences. You'll discover ways to assist students in navigating their own learning and how to work through conflict and controversy. And then we'll do some work with assistive technology and look at how that can foster independence in students with disabilities. This is one of my favorite weeks in the course. There's so many different activities and things that are going on. And it's really all about the students in special education to begin with, and this week really is all about working with students and collaborating with them to make their education the best possible. So our tasks for this week, we have some readings and viewings. I'll go into the course and show you those in a minute. We have our discussion board number 4. It's going to be different than the previous weeks, but I think that's a good thing. You will do an assistive technology video this week. I'll go over that with you. And then continue working on your final project. Specifically, there's 3 sections this week that go with our learnings that you should work on so that you keep pace with things. So then at the end of the course, like we talked about, it's more of fluffing up and fine-tuning your final project prior to submitting, then beginning work on actually the entire project that last week. So this week, begin working on the IEP involvement for students, families, and teachers section, the budgetary needs, and then the organizational tools. So let's go into the course here and take a look at what we got going on. So we're in the student view, we're in 772, week 4. I can't believe it. So you have your overview, and I basically went over that earlier. Your instructor insights will be popped in here. Then here's your readings and viewings and things like that. So this week, there's not anything required from the textbook. Instead, I have some readings and viewings from other sources. And so as you're reading and viewing, I want you to be really thinking about the collaborative strategy shared that could be used to enhance your instruction for students with disabilities. So what sorts of assistive technology, accommodations, modifications, and or UDL strategies would be necessary to ensure student success and the development of independence. And also be thinking about, as you're viewing and reading, questions and related areas or topics you might like to research. And you'll see where we'll use this information later in our activities for this week. So we have a video here about collaboration, peer mediation. I love that. Engaging students in schools, collaborating in math and language arts classes, student-led IEPs, cooperative learning in math, more about student collaboration. And then talking about inclusive classrooms and talking about providing services within the general education classroom. And then there's an assistive technology section within the IRIS Center that I want you to take a look at. You don't need to complete any of the associated activities, just read and view. So I'll take you in here and just give you a little bit of a tour. So you can take a look at the challenge, the initial thoughts, the perspectives and resources. And this is where the actual modules are. And some of you, if you are like me and you like to have a hard copy so you can take notes, down here you can actually download PDFs and print them off and things like that too if you want to. So you'll go ahead and look at the sections here, and then you can look at the wrap-up and assessment if you want to. So once again, this is informational. They usually, I believe that there's some good videos and things embedded in here too. I was looking at it earlier today. So it'll be a really good resource for you, and actually one of the bigger pieces of learning and information gathering this week will come from here. So that does it for our readings and viewings and things like that. Then you'll go ahead and apply and process your learning from the readings and viewings within your discussion board for this week. So everyone will do the same prompt this week. So you're going to use the notes that you took while reading and viewing this week's materials to share how you will apply what you learned this week to support students with disabilities. So I want you to be really specific about strategies you'll use and why. And then I also want you to locate one scholarly article that can help you answer a question or support your learning about a related area or topic covered this week. So I have information here about finding scholarly resources. The UW Superior Library has an online database that's free for students to use. My go-to database is EBSCO. If you're having problems using the database or you're not familiar with it, you could contact the library, and a resource librarian would be able to help you with that and things like that too. Also, being able to work with the scholarly articles and databases will be important later on in the program when you take SPED 780, and that's the research class that we do. You'll be asked to do that a lot in that class. That's all about research. So having that foundation in place through doing some of these smaller pieces of research throughout the program will help you a ton with that. Once again, use APA. Then you'll follow the discussion board guidelines as usual. The only difference this week will be everyone will be responding to one prompt. It'll be due by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. as usual, and then you'll respond to peers throughout the week and such. And then your assignment for this week, you will go ahead and create a video, 3 to 5 minutes, demonstrating an assistive technology tool. So it can be pretty much anything, a low-tech item, medium-tech, high-tech. It just needs to be something that has positively impacted the learning of one of your students, or something that could, if you're not working with students right now, or if you're wanting to look at something different. Here's an example of a video. You could record yourself if you wanted to, or you could do a recording of your screen. It's up to you. I included some information here on how to do a screen recording. I also included information about how you should upload your file. These endings to your saving of files works best, and it's easiest for me then to download, or you could do it to YouTube as unlisted. Some considerations for recording videos and things like that, and then here's the rubric. So that pretty much does it for us. Have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I have a picture of my miniature schnauzer here. I thought I would include this week her sitting on my lap like that, because a lot of times, not right now, but many times when I'm sitting early in the morning or late at night doing work on the course, she's sitting there right on my lap helping me. So anyway, have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the class.